Happy Saturday. How you doing? How was your Friday night? Hope you had a good night. We did. Well, I can't take too long. We got a lot to do today. What an update. I heard AB, he did another live while he's setting up. He's going to have a big yard sale today. He's going to have a big yard sale today. He's trying to sell everything but the kitchen sink. He glorified his Hot Wheels cars. He said it's kind of funny. He didn't have that 32 bucks, for the mortgage, but he showed a bunch of Hot Wheels cars he just bought recently now. He's going to It's gonna sell those too. And he was showing off his boom boxes. All his stuff is expensive, high quality stuff, man, according to him. His boom boxes, they're worth $350. He'll let them go for $300 each, To who? It's kind of obsolete. He's gonna sell off all his much desired, cassette tapes, 8-track tapes. So he's pretty much trying to sell anything but the kitchen sink. Is that how he's going to make the money to pay back his real estate lady that put up the money on her credit card to pay for the pod for him? He's going to pay her back. What would he do without that real estate lady? I wonder if she has his house for sale yet. That would be a perfect time to put a fucking for sale sign out front when all these people come, lined up all the way down the fucking street blocking traffic to get in there to get their hands on all his valuable, rare merchandise. I mean, Hot Wheels cars, boom boxes, stuff that kids today don't play with. Hot Wheels cars. I hate to tell you. That's why they're selling for 99 cents. They're not exactly flying off the shelf. They're into video games, Xboxes, and kids today got a phone with earbuds, They got an iPad with earbuds. They don't want to be lugging around a big fucking boombox, Breakdancing went out in the 80s, you know what I'm saying? People really don't want those. Well, a guy might want one to stick in his garage while he's working on a car, play music or something. Yeah, in that case, yeah. Sitting out in the yard, but even those are so cheap these days. You can buy a decent small one with a good sound, at Walmart for 70, 80 bucks. You know what I mean? A fucking radio. Hey, Jabba. Oh, shit, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ignore you. How you doing, Jabba? How you doing today, buddy? Hope your yard sale goes good. Hey, is that real estate lady going to go help you out, too, with sales? How about your buddy Joe Mad? The two of them going to go there and help you out. When all these people pile in there, you don't want people waiting too long. They have to buy something that they want bad. They'll get discouraged and walk away. You lose a sale. You can have two good salespeople. Your real estate lady still hasn't started selling your house yet. You seem to be doing a lot right now at this time. Even though your real estate lady told you, oh, you don't have to move until your house is sold. When's that going to happen? When's that going to happen? It's going to be weeks, if not months. You don't have to leave. I think the bank would have something to say about that, right? You say no. You can, Jabba, you can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. It'll be easy enough to find out. Go on the internet, look up property for sale. They have your city, your street, your house address. It'll show if it's still in this pre-foreclosure mode because, it'll show if it's already been foreclosed on. Maybe they're giving it a little bit of time to get out of there, out of the goodness of their heart, It'll show if it's a bank auction sale on a foreclosure. Everything will come out, I'm quite sure a lot of people will be interested in looking into it. Just saying. So anyway, we got a lot to do today. So let me know how Jabba's yard sale goes, if he makes enough money to pay back his real estate lady. Oh, by the way, has she finally told you where you're going to be living when you leave? Didn't you also say, I'll tell you, this real estate lady's fucking amazing. She even offered to buy him lunch yesterday, a steak sandwich, because he couldn't go get a free mucha meal lunch at Senior Center. You got to wait for the pod to show it. She offered to buy him lunch. I'll tell you what, paid for his pod, finding him a place to live. Did she finally tell you where you're going to be going to? You have the address and you're ready, when you decide to leave on your own, even though you seem to be in a bit of a rush now to be cleaning things out. And you're trying to sell everything but the kitchen sink, as they say. Hey, whatever, you know. So anyway, we got some things to do. Let me know how it goes. Let me know how Jabba does with his yard sale, you know. And I'm quite sure as the days go on, there'll be more and more stories that'll be coming from Jabba. And each one will contradict the previous story. When he's pulled up on things he says, he'll deny it. That's why he takes his videos down, makes them private. So nobody can go back and show, oh no, wait a minute, look, you said this on this video. Here's the clip, I recorded it. It's the only reason he takes his videos down. Puts them private. The only reason I can think of. What do you think? You tell me. I'm open to suggestion. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. You know what I mean? I can live with it. I can deal with it. I can deal with being wrong about things. I have at times in my life, and I will again, going forward in life. We all do. You know? Except Jabba. He never does anything wrong. Everything is always everybody else's fault. Anyway, listen, we got some things to do today, so let me know how Jabba's big yard sale goes. If he sells off all his valuable, precious Hot Wheels cars, or anyone can walk in the store and buy them for 99 cents. Kids don't give a flying fuck about those. All these boombox. You might find a couple of guys that you would think they're going to want to go there and pay $300 for a fucking boombox. You fucking serious? You fucking serious? So, oh, you can look on, I'll tell you something, man. You can look at Marketplace, you can look at eBay, you can look any place. People can ask whatever the fuck they want, what they're selling. They can ask whatever they want. I could put this Bic lighter on eBay and ask $10,000 for it. Nothing's stopping me. Who's going to pay it? That's the thing. You know, every now and then I poke at Marketplace and I see prices, people are asking for things. They're out of their fucking mind. And you know what? These cars are there for months and months and months until their listing finally comes down. People can ask whatever they want. Jabba, you can ask whatever you want for those boom boxes. You know, someone would have to be as batshit crazy as you to want to pay $300 for one of those. Oh, and what's it he told me? He says, yeah, Jabba even mentioned, well, those boom boxes are from the 80s. Yeah, that's when the breakdancing thing was, you know. Kids on the corner in New York, Chicago, Boston, St. Louis, Los Angeles, with a piece of cardboard on the corner doing their breakdancing with a boombox, you know. That shit went out in the 80s. And there were so many of them out. And there were a lot of cheapies. I remember back at that time, you know, you'd go to, we had Zayres, we had Kmart, Walmart. You go in there and they look big and real fancy with a lot of knobs and gadgets and lights, but they're not really that great. And they weren't that expensive either. You know? They weren't that expensive then, but they look good, big, bright flashing lights, you know, shiny bells and whistles. Attracts you to it, but, you know, they're really not that great. You think someone's going to give you $300 for one of those? He said, yeah, you mentioned the name of it. And he even said it. I think he slipped. See, Jabba, you say things, you don't realize what you say. He even slipped. He says, well, these boomboxes are all from the 80s. It was kind of like a fly-by-night company that came around and then they were gone. That tells you they weren't a very good fucking product. You know what I'm saying? They were a cheapy fucking product that didn't last. And he's going to get $300 each for them now. Even though he says they're worth $350 each. Listen, man, I got to get going. Have a great day, everyone. Have fun and stay safe. Hey, Jabba, I hope your buddy Joe Madden, your real estate way to go there to help you out handle this massive crowd that's going to show up, you know. Like I say, that real estate lady should have that sign up front with a real estate agency, house for sale. Maybe it could attract you a buyer. You know what I mean? Sell that house. Okay, till next time.